Hi, I'm Paul Friedman, founder of the Marriage Foundation, and thank you for visiting our channel. And I am sure this is going to be really good. This topic is my husband feels controlled, and I'm going to try to open it up. I'm going to try to expose you from an objective point of view as to what that means, and more importantly, what you can, maybe what you should do about it. I hate telling people what to do, but I like to open things up, you might say. You know, I used to be a divorce mediator. Way back in 2001, I shifted and I started helping people save their marriages. And we founded the Marriage Foundation back in 2009. And we have courses, books, everything is there for you to improve your marriage. Most of us just don't know how to be married when we get married. And it's no one's fault. It's no one's fault. It just isn't out there. But now it is. Now it's starting to come out. So let's talk about this particular topic, okay? Because first of all, I want to say to you that you're so fortunate. You have no idea. For your husband to literally tell you that he's feeling controlled is one of the greatest gifts. Now, I know you're not taking it that way. I know you're taking it as if he is saying you're a control freak, or you don't give him space, and you're taking it as an insult, aren't you? Because that's usually what we do. And there's a reason why we do that. It's not because he is attacking you. You know, it's a funny thing. The psycho world, it's the psychological world, that was a Freudian slip. The psychological world comes up with these trendy ideas. One of them is I statements, which is a terrible idea. It's a form of complaining. And your husband shouldn't be complaining to you, but he doesn't know that either. So he's letting you know that this is bad. Here's how I'd like you to do it. I'd like you to step back. And I'd like you to see it as your husband is letting you know that he's not happy in the marriage, in the relationship. He is letting you know just one thing. You think that's only one thing? It isn't. And I guarantee you that you could have a whole list of things that bug you about him. And this is why therapists who do marriage counseling stay in business, because they give you a venue within which you can rip each other to shreds and start talking about it. And that doesn't do any good. It doesn't. And the proof of that is that if you go to marriage counseling, chances are really good that your marriage is going to come to an end. And I know that because when I was a divorce mediator, where do you think I got all of my clients? So look, you really need to pull back. You need to see your husband telling you that as a wake-up call from God, that now you know that your marriage is at a point where he can't even contain himself anymore. Now look, you probably have said things to him too that really hurt. Put the hurt aside. I'll explain to you what that hurt is. That hurt, you see, we're souls. We're essentially souls. We have a body and we have a mind, but we're souls. And what happens is we become identified with our existence as human beings, but we have these biological bodies that are screaming all the time at the mind, survive, survive, survive. It's called the drive to survive. It's how you know when something is alive, because it has the drive to survive. And it's true for every single cell. Every single living cell has this drive to survive. The body is comprised of trillions of cells. They get together, and now you have trillions of voices coming into the mind, survive, survive. What does that do? It creates defensiveness, aggressiveness, anger, all of these what we call human traits. But they're not human traits. Yes, it's human nature, but they're not. True human traits are loving. And so what we need to do to really have a successful marriage, and trust me, marriages are the place where you want to have success, because then you experience what I call the two promises of marriage. What are the two promises of marriage? Happiness and love. This is why you got married. Your husband is not experiencing love. He's not happy. You're not experiencing love, and you're not happy. Now, if I asked you, do you love your husband? You'll say, yeah, of course I do. But you're not experiencing love. If you were experiencing love, which you can do when you learn how, you're floating through life. Every day is amazing. You wake up in the morning and you go, oh my God, I'm so happy to be with my husband. I get so much joy from this. You don't do that, do you? Be honest, you don't. You know, it's an interesting thing. All of us will talk about how we feel philosophically, but it never matches up with how we actually are. And it's the same with in our marriage. Oh, I love my husband so much, but you don't show it. You don't express it. You're not coming from your heart in your interactions with him. So what do? I promised you I would tell you what to do. What you do is, first of all, you get rid of the part of you that feels offended. Just get rid of it. Don't follow the psychobabble nonsense of honoring your emotions and honoring your feelings, because what you want is love. Love is a different kind of feeling than your emotions. Learn how to be married. You watch these videos, you get one of my books, you get the course for women, you turn it around. You learn how to be married. That's what you do. Part of learning how to be married is learning about yourself, learning about your husband, learning about marriage, learning, most importantly, about identifying yourself as love. Changing all of your thinking so that your thinking is all aligned with your true self, your soul. You know, we are human beings, which gives us the capacity to be as low as you go or as high as you go. As low as you go is primal. Total selfishness, sex for the sake of sex. Then there's mundane life, which is sort of a combination. We still have those primal urges and tendencies, but we mitigate them. But it's mixed with wisdom, a little bit of morality. But the highest, which is what your marriage is supposed to be founded on, is your soul, love. Love. You're supposed to be communicating with your husband at the level of love. All the mundane stuff takes care of itself, but you want to be in love, expressing love, feeling love. And you got to learn how to do that. Visit our website. Check out what we have to offer. I'm Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation, and I did it for you guys. So visit again. Subscribe to this channel so you really learn stuff. Like this video. Leave a comment. And thank you for joining me. God bless and take care.